Are you frustrated when making French beaded flowers that you can't get a certain look for smaller flowers because of the bulky wires? Today I will show you a cool technique that I developed called the continuous split basic that will give you a slim stem without sacrificing the design. Hi everyone, my name is Fen Li, designer here at the Bead Flora studio and author to the book Bead Flora, the revival of French beaded flowers. On this channel you'll find tip videos, free beaded flower tutorials, and technique videos just like this one. If you're new here and would like to learn more, consider subscribing. In today's video, I will show you the continuous split basic technique from the 5th technique project from my book, Peach Blossoms. Since I taught this project in the classroom, I will only show you the relevant techniques and not the full pattern. I'll put a link in the description with where you can get a copy of my book. It is also available through the Amazon Kindle Unlimited program. If you would like to check the book out, you can get a 30-day free trial. I've also put together a kit that I've listed in my Etsy shop. If you purchase the kit, you will get the full pattern along with the full video lessons. In the last project, I showed you how to do the double and triple split basic techniques. These techniques allow you to put 2 or 3 petals on one wire. However, with the continuous split basic technique, you can put as many petals on the wire as you please. It's versatile enough that it can be used on bigger flowers like this water lily, and small flowers like these peach blossoms, and even used to make globe shapes for centers and buds. Now let's get to it. For this Peach Blossoms project, we'll be using size 11 seed beads. For the petals, we'll be using a transparent rainbow pink. For the sepals and stamen, we'll be using a rainbow ruby. For the leaves, we'll be using a transparent light green. For wire, we'll be using a 26 and 24 gauge copper core wire. For the stamen and the petals, we'll be using a 26 gauge pink. And for the leaves, we'll be using a 24 gauge green. For finishing, we'll need 2 lengths of 12 gauge stem wire and brown flora tape. The technique that I'll be showing you is called the continuous split basic. It is a technique that I came up with to have the look of the basic frame petals on one continuous wire. And I'll be using this opaque bead so that it shows a lot better on camera. The pattern calls for a 3 bead basic with a 6-inch top basic wire and 6 beads in the basic loop. Twist down about 1/4 inch here, about 6 millimeters. Now you have this long top basic wire. Wind this up here and pinch it down so that it stays in place and out of the way as you're wrapping. You can also use a paper clip to hold it together. Now the pattern calls for a rounded top, pointed bottom, 5 rows. Now that all 5 rows are made, we're going to unwind the top basic wire here. Straighten out and turn this around to the back. Take the top basic wire, bend it down along the back. Turn it back to the front. Hold onto the petal like this, take the basic wire and have it go over the base of the petal and then back down again so that it's back on the right hand side. Take the working wire and the basic wire and twist the two wires together to make a new twisted wire. And the way to determine the length is again to look at the twisted wire of the first petal. And it is about 1/4 inch. Undo the knot at the end. String on 3 beads. Reknot the wire, and if this is still too long for you, wind it up again. Now let's make another petal. Now unwind the top basic wire again. Turn it around. Bend it down along the petal. Take the top basic wire, wrap it around the base of the petal, back to the right hand side. Now we're going to wrap the working wire and the top basic wire again to make another petal. Wind it up again if you need to, and make another petal. Unwind this again. Bend it down and wrap it around the base so that the wire is on the right hand side. So now the top basic wire is one of the ending tail wires. So now we have 3 petals on the top basic wire. The only limit to how many petals you can have on the top basic wire is how long of a top basic wire you can handle. Undo any twists on the twisted wire if there are any. I twisted just enough. Put 3 beads on each side of the loop here and cut at the top and make a knot on each wire. We're going to reposition the working wire so that it is next to this outer wire here. For this flower, it is not a big deal if we twist these 2 wires here together because we only have 3 petals on the top basic wire. But if you have more than 3 petals, then it's going to be a problem if you twist these 2 wires together first. Take the working wire and wrap it around the in-between wire of the first 2 petals. Then wrap it around the in-between wire of the next 2 petals. So now the working wire is on the right hand side of the outer wire. Twist these 2 wires together to make a new twisted wire. Now twist these 2 wires together. Now cut another tail off of the spool. With these last 2 petals, we're going to finish them as we would normally. With the wires here, you can leave it like this. But if you would like to have all of the petals to look the same, pull the wire here a little bit. Cut at the top, leaving a nub. fold it back in. Now you have this little wire here. What you can do is to wrap it around the base. Wrap it around with pliers a couple of times, and then it'll be nice and secure. Cut and tuck it in. Personally, with these smaller petals, I don't mind these wires along the back. If they are bigger petals, I would finish them to be all the same. So now take the two ending tail wires and twist them together. Here we have 5 3-bead continuous split basics with 3 petals on the basic wire and 2 petals on the split basic, rounded top, pointed bottom, 5 rows. The French beading scene is changing and more realistic flowers are possible because of the development of continuous techniques like these. Are you ready to give it a try? If you make any of my flowers, I'd love to see them. Join the French Beading Facebook group and show off your beaded flowers or tag me on Instagram. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell to be notified of whenever I upload a new video. And next week, I'll be showing you how to make the center and assembly for the peach blossoms. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!